On this episode of WrestleStop, Jeff and Joe have decided to rank the men's wrestlers
on Raw
on Monday Night Raw. And then maybe at the end, we'll take a viewer phone call.
Let's do it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Call in now.
Yep.
The lines are going to fill up quickly.
Yes.
I promise you that.
Call the line. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you leave a fun little comment for us to reply to.
Yeah, we need those comments, though. That's how we know who's interacting with us, and that's how we set up our future phone calls.
Yes, because right now, it's just our family commenting.
Mostly my kids.
Yeah.
I can't wait till they start school again, because all their friends can start commenting.
Yeah. And on to the video.
So,
okay.
How do you intend to rank your wrestlers today? Are you going by your personal takes? How you feel they think they rank in wrestling? Are you rating their skill? Like, what are you using for your rankings?
I am going to go off of all of the above. How I feel about them. We'll put them in a certain tier in my head. We'll put them in a certain tier. How good they are. How over they are. Do I think they deserve to be on the roster? Etc. We are going to use the basic ranking structure of S tier is like top tier guys. Then we have A, B, C, D, and then I added a trash get off my TV section.
We don't give Fs anymore. We throw you in the dumpster.
That's right. I even took my hood off for this because this is serious business right now. So let's get this ranking started.
Real quick, just so you know, my rankings are based solely on my entertainment purposes. Whether or not I want to watch you in a match. I don't care how good you are as a wrestler. I don't care how over you are in the crowd. My rankings are based on if I'm sitting down to watch wrestling, how I feel when you come on my screen.
Yeah, and that's fair. And that's basically how mine is as well. But I did add a little bit. Okay, this guy's at least entertaining. Maybe I don't like him.
Yeah,
but he's at least good.
Well, it could be I may not like him, but I like him as a heel. You know, I like booing or rooting against them. So
you'll see us looking over to the left a little bit, just because that's where the screen is. Also on here is every wrestler on the Raw brand. We're only doing the males for this video. We're going to do another one with the females. We're going to do another one with the tag teams. So for this video specifically, just doing the males
as individual performers.
And then we'll do another one with tag teams if some of these guys are in tag teams. So we're going to, you know what? Let's do Adam Pearce.
Let's do it.
Let's do Adam Pearce. Well,
Adam Pearce as a GM.
Yeah, as a GM.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you first.
It's you first. Adam Pearce.
You first, guy.
I would give him an A.
An A?
Yeah, I don't think he's quite the best Smackdown GM of all time, but he's definitely entertaining. He flips his lid. He's always hot. He's always yelling. I find him entertaining. So I would give him an A. I think he does a great job. I would be disappointed to see him go as the Raw general manager.
That's fair. I am going to give him a B. Are you looking up? At?
I got to see him. Where do you put him?
And this is temporary. Maybe I'll move him by the time we continue. I do think he's entertaining as well. An A tier. I don't know. I think he's better than the SmackDown guy.
I think he's better than Nick Aldis, yes.
Which we'll get to that, but when we do the SmackDown one. But for now, he's a B.
I'm a loose grader. I've got a lot more A's and B's than I do C, D's.
Oh, no. See, I'm the opposite of that. I got a lot more lower tier.
Okay, so.
Yeah, all right. We'll move on. AJ Styles.
AJ Styles I have as a B. He's a good in-ring performer.
B.
I can see how good he is. He doesn't mess up his matches. I like to make fun of him. I like to laugh at his hair. I like that he uses Pert shampoo and Pert conditioner and all that. And we compare him to anybody, all these different goofy guys. Who's the guy? I'm drawing a blank now. He came straight out of some 70s movie like Bob Seger. So I'll give him a solid B because, he's a decent wrestler.
See, we're gonna flip flop. I'm putting AJ Styles as an A because I think AJ Styles is, no pun intended, phenomenal. I think he's great at everything he does. He can wrestle anybody. He can be at any tier. He's very There's very few wrestlers who can wrestle at the highest tier, mid tier, low tier, and still look good doing it, and then make their opponent also look good doing it. And I think AJ Styles is one of those people that can do it.
I think I missed the height of AJ Styles. I just, started watching wrestling again with my kids 4 or 5 years ago. So he's, since then he's been a bit of an afterthought. So I missed the height of AJ Styles. So
AJ Styles he's a stud.
Yeah.
I mean,
going by my experience. So.
He's doing a lot of steroids these days, but you got to do something to keep that old body up.
Somehow they're not affecting his hair.
No,
maybe it is affecting his hair. Maybe that's where the hair is coming from.
Maybe his hair is growing. Yeah. Next up, Akira Tozawa. I almost skipped him because I thought he was a woman. All right.
Akira Tozawa.
Akira Tozawa.
You're going to hate me, but I'm giving him a B.
Oof.
And only because I find him extremely entertaining.
A B ahead of AJ Styles or below AJ Styles?
What? Oh, there. I did not rank that way, but I will. For you, I will put him below AJ Styles. I would much rather watch a match with Akira Tozawa than I would with AJ Styles, but I do see the difference in wrestling talent. Again, he's just there to make me laugh, and he does that for me. So
okay,
I like him and Otis doing the worm and all the goofy stuff they do.
You can't compare those two.
I laughed, not AJ Styles, the Otis and Tozawa, and I liked Tozawa got destroyed at Royal Rumble, which made way for I Am Speed or whatever that guy's name is.
I Show Speed, yeah.
He's just there to get destroyed, and he's funny, so he makes me laugh.
All right, I'm gonna put him as a D. I think there's no. I get it. They need to have some comedic relief and stuff like that. But when they're getting rid of other wrestlers who deserve to be on the roster and keeping guys who sell zero merchandise, who the crowd doesn't care about, who has no chance of winning anything, they're not believable as a wrestler, he probably doesn't deserve to be there.
I thought for sure you'd have him in the trash category.
No.
I'm happy that he is above the trash.
He is above trash because of the comedic part.
Yeah.
He does make me laugh sometimes. Yeah. All right, want to move on?
Let's go.
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker right now I have is a solid A. I think he's a potential S tier in the future. His matches are electric.
Above or below Pierce?
Oh, above Pierce.
Okay.
If we're gonna rank there, he's definitely. I'd much rather see Braun Breaker on my screen than Adam Pearce. So,
okay.
But no, Braun Breaker's great. He's a great young talent. He's the future of WrestleMania, as Paul Heyman calls him. So it's just, I know I'm getting a good match when he's on the screen.
Yeah, it's fair. I actually agree with you. And I'm going to put him above AJ Styles. No. Let's.
Can you do it?
He won't.
Happen.
He won't go above AJ Styles.
Nope, AJ Styles
there he goes.
refused. He's got lock mode on.
Yep, there he goes.
Okay.
I agree. I think Braun Breaker is the future. And not just because WWE is trying to tell us he's the future. He's a monster. He just is. He's got the look. He's got the skills. He's got everything. I think Braun Breaker.
He's another guy like AJ Styles. He can wrestle big guys. He can wrestle little guys. He's fast. He can do some acrobatic moves with little guys.
Yeah.
He's a natural powerhouse like his dad and his uncle that he can wrestle with some of the big guys. So
Scott Steiner was always my favorite.
Yeah, I love the Steiner brothers back then.
He was always so good.
Yep.
Next up, we got Ronson Reed.
Ronson Reed, I have as an A as well, just below. We'll put him just below Braun Breaker as his tag partner, is whatever you want to call him, is in the vision together. I've liked him going way back. I just always thought he had talent for a big guy. He's again another natural athlete. He moves well for his size, and when he started just tsunamiing everybody off the cars, off the top rope over and over, he's got it. And now you give him the Shunami along with the Shulafala, and he's a solid A in my book. He's one of my favorite wrestlers right now.
I am going to agree, except I'm putting him above Braun Breaker.
Wow, that's shocking.
I really like Bronson Reed. Yeah. I do. I think all the reasons you said, right? I mean, he's a big guy, obviously, right? He reminds me, and not that he's ever going to watch his video, but if he did, don't be offended. He reminds me of a King Kong Bundy that can actually move and do cool stuff, right, in the ring, and makes you want to see him wrestle. I think.
And him and Brian Breaker both are the type that need a Paul Heyman. They need a Seth Rollins.
But you know what I don't like is the Paul Heyman promotes Braun Breaker as the future, promotes Bronson Reed as the owner of the Shula Fala. All right. The Shula Fala is a gimmick that's going to go away. To promote someone as the future of the sport.
Bronson Reed's been around a few years. I think there's an age difference there. And you promote the young guys.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but I think Bronson Reed's kind of getting the short end of the stick in this whole vision thing.
Yeah, this is the first time the Shula Fala, I think, obviously he gets to fight Roman Reigns. That's a pretty big match.
That's obviously a big match. And depending on how he looks in it, I don't like his chances in it.
Oh, no. But hopefully he has a good showing. They don't just smoke him.
Yeah. We'll move on. Brutus Creed.
I mean, I like the tag team, but as an individual wrestler, I've never seen him wrestle individually, so throw him in the trash. I've never seen him.
Dang.
So I have no desire to see him wrestle. I have no desire to see him wrestle single, so just throw him in the trash.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Didn't expect that. Keep in mind, we haven't seen each other's rankings on this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be as brutal. I was going to put him in a D above Akira Tozawa. I'm not a huge fan of his. Obviously, in their tag team, one of the two is better than the other. Not saying that they're bad. And their tag team will probably rank a little bit better.
Yes.
But individually, I got him as a D. But kind of the same reason, right? I haven't seen him do it a whole lot by himself. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of...
Yeah.
Whatever.
What I've seen, I don't know that he could, which is why he's in a tag team. We'll see.
Trash, though. Dang. Kurt Angle. Nope. Wrong guy.
Oh, mini Kurt Angle.
Micro
Angle.
Oh, I hurt my rib.
Chad Gable. I have as a solid A. Yeah, he's entertaining. He's hilarious.
Where at though?
Thank you.
Where at though?
Above AJ Styles. Below.
You have AJ Styles as a B.
What's up? Oh, okay. Above Adam Pearce. Below the other two.
Okay.
I've liked him since I first saw him. I like the thank you gimmick. I like the shoosh. And just, again, comedic wrestler. He can wrestle in the ring. He's good. He's talented. He's a bit undersized, which is why he's not in the heavyweight division or anything like that. But again, when he comes out, whether you hate him, you love him, or whatever, he's not quite as good as a heel as he was. I don't think as a goofy face, but he's still entertaining, and I still enjoy him. So I give him a solid A.
Before I rank him, I want to look at this real quick. And you have worse rankings for wrestlers than I do, as far as bad people. You have a trash.
For now.
That's weird to me.
I honestly, I didn't even rank him because I've never seen him rank him. I ranked the Creeds when I did my rankings ahead of time only as a tag team. They're on the individual list, so I'm just going to throw them up there as trash without giving it much thought.
Okay. Chad Gable for me.
Seriously, wow.
Yeah.
That is shocking.
Yeah, I think Chad Gable is one of the few, in my opinion, wrestlers that should be just pushed to no end. He's a phenomenal wrestler. He's a great showman. He can put over anybody. He's been the good soldier. He's done it all.
I was highly disappointed when he had that Intercontinental Championship run, and I thought for sure they would put it on him eventually. He should be doing the role that Sami Zayn is doing right now, as the ultimate underdog.
Yeah, I agree with that. Chad Gable's a stud.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's great. El Grande Americano. Don't tell me.
Yes, El Grande Americano is an S in my book. I love the gimmick. I love what they're doing.
Which one though?
There's only the one. There's one true. There's one true El Grande Americano. Then there's El Grande Americano Dos and El Grande Americano Tres in my book. But the original El Grande Americano is the S tier. He's the only one I've ranked so far because we really haven't seen the other two in the ring.
Okay.
But he's an S. He's taken Chad Gable. Chad Gable's
does.
out injuring, but he's trying to carry on tradition in below the borders instead of thank you, it's gracias. And just everything that's going on. He's not afraid to play up the heel by putting the metal in his helmet, in the mask and all. But no, he's clear. He's one of my 2 S rankings.
2.
2.
Okay, my turn.
Go ahead.
I'm giving him a C.
C.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
disappointing.
giving him a C. Only because. You ready?
Ready.
I know this is gonna be hard for you to hear.
I'm listening.
The Chad Gable Americano he'd probably be a B or an A.
There is no Chad Gable Americano. There is El Grande Americano.
Hey, this is my ranking. The Ludwig Kaiser one.
Who?
Is okay. Hey, he just doesn't have the same. I don't know. He doesn't have the same thing that
I just see the same character. I don't get
it. So, you know what? All right, fair. You know what? You're right. I'm going to give him a B. I'll put him above Adam Pearce because he's better than Adam Pearce.
Okay.
But I'll give him a B.
Okay.
We good?
Hey, we're good.
I don't want you to fight me later.
I'll cry myself to sleep tonight on my huge pillow.
Dirty Dom.
Dirty Dom I almost put as an S, but I left him as an A for now.
Where at?
Let me look at my rankings there. We're gonna go ahead and put him, I think, below. I think put him at the top of the A. I honestly think he's gonna be a star. He's not already a star. He's gonna be a star. I think he's a perfect heel. I've said it on every show. I think he's a perfect heel. I don't think they're gonna be able to keep him as a heel for much longer because people are starting to cheer for him. He's starting to get a pop. When I went to wrestling last year, I loved booing him, even though I loved him. The boo every time he touched the mic and tried to talk was absolutely hilarious. That's one of the best crowd gimmicks in a while. But yeah, people are starting to cheer for him now. So I think they're going to have to flip at the story unless they find a way to just for him to do something absolutely vile and go back to being a heel. But no, he's a great young talent. And I think he is what I would consider one of the futures of the WWE.
I agree. I'm going to also put him in A, but I'm going to put him between the bronze.
Okay.
I really like Bronson Reed, but I really like Dirty Dom. I think he's just slimy, I guess, and
breezy.
That's what makes me like him. I don't
Grimy.
know. Yeah, I think he's a very good heel, probably one of the best heels besides someone else that we'll get to. I don't know if is he on this one. He is. That we'll get to. But he's a great heel. I don't think I want to see him as a babyface. I think if we see him as a babyface, it might drop him on my ranking a little bit. So too. But I am happy that the crowd is getting behind him and they're starting to recognize that. Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, I gave a C. Not bad in the ring. I don't find his matches all that interesting. I just think he's relatively boring. He's not a great character. He's right in the middle. Give him a C.
I'm kind of the same. I don't have a whole lot to say about him. I think he is very good in the ring. I think he's skilled. He's a talented wrestler. I just don't think the crowd cares, right? His character isn't, maybe it's not developed enough or something like that where you just don't really care. And we mentioned it on an older, we've only had 4 videos, but on a different video where it's hard to invest for me in a guy with a mask on.
The mask. He doesn't talk a lot. And again, wrestling it's about the gimmick. And his gimmick right now is a mask. Yeah. And it's just, one of his moves is that move where he hangs him upside down in the corner and then the wrestler pulls himself up and then he jumps on their chest. And it's just like moves like that where you need the other wrestler. It's very obvious you need the other wrestler to put themselves in a position that they would never put themselves in. It's just kind of, I lose interest. So yeah, maybe if Rey Mysterio comes back and, serves as his mentor or somebody who talks on the mic for him. But unless you're entertaining in ways outside the ring, you have to be the whole package. You've got to be good on the mic, or you've got to have a Paul Heyman or going back a Bobby the Brain Heenan or somebody who's going to put you over and make you interesting.
Yeah, and I agree. I think he's got all the talent in the world. I think he's a a phenomenal wrestler, but I just don't care about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the problem. This guy with the beard.
We just leave him. Who is that? Is that one of the?
It's
Viking
Eric
Warriors?
or Ivar.
Again, put them in the trash. I didn't rank them individually because they don't wrestle individually. I only rank them as a tag team, so we'll throw them in the trash with that Creed brother there.
You're rougher than I am. I was supposed to be the bad
more
guy.
Trash than I thought I was gonna have.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him up in a C above Dragon Lee. I think the Viking. Well, no, they're not. The War Raiders,
whatever they are.
I think they're a crazy good tag team. I do. I just don't think they're being promoted right. I do enjoy their matches. I think both guys are skilled. But yeah, them being a tag team, it's kind of weird to rank them on.
I disagree, and we'll talk about that in another episode.
How about Gunther?
Gunther, I have as an A.
All right. When you got a lot of guys in A, buddy.
God. Yeah, no, I know. We're a lot of them are early. I would put Gunther, I think, below Dom, but ahead of the Bronze. Gunther's great in the ring. He's a good heel. He's not as great on the mic as some other wrestlers. I think he has S tier potential. I think he really misses Imperium. I think he was a better heel, a better character when he had Imperium with him. So I think losing those guys is, much as I didn't like one of the guys in Imperium, still think it was a good group and it really helped Gunther. So I think he's lacking. He's suffering since he lost them.
Yeah, I agree. I am going to put him in A tier as well. I'm going to put him below Bronson Reed though. Yeah, I think he's the ultimate bad guy. I think he's a perfect bad guy. He's the guy that can rile up the crowd and the crowd hates him. He reminds me of like an Iron Sheik or Nikolai Volkov or one of those guys from back in the day.
It's natural to hate America's enemies. And wow, we're not fighting with Germany anymore, but he brings back Nazi qualities.
Exactly. Yeah. Not saying he's a Nazi.
No.
Not saying that. But you gotta be clear.
Allegedly.
People will run with that stuff.
Allegedly.
But yeah, I think he's a great wrestler too. So yeah, I put him just below Bronson Reed. Maybe another year or two he'll be S tier, but right now, Austin Theory. Now remember, he's injured right now.
Okay.
So is Gunther.
I have Austin Theory as a B.
Where at?
So I would put him at the top of the B's right now.
Okay, if you put him below Akira Tozawa, this video is over.
Yeah, I know he's not over. People don't really seem to like him. I think people get frustrated that McMahon, pushed him too hard too early, is some of the things I've heard and read. But I really like the tag team that he was in with him and Grayson Waller. I thought
Juice Waller?
Yeah, I thought they were fun. I thought they were entertaining. They started to bicker back and forth, and you saw a breakup coming wherever that was going to go. We don't know. He got injured. But no, I think he's a solid performer, and I think he's a great young talent. So I gave him a B.
Yeah. I'm going to put him in A. Above probably AJ Styles for now. I do think that he could move up this list quickly. I think he's a great wrestler. I just think they just haven't given him the right opportunity.
Yeah.
Maybe this thing with him being injured, whether he's injured or not, I don't know if that's true or not, is kind of like a way to reset his character.
Possibly.
Take him off TV for a little bit, let people kind of forget about him. And then when he comes back, people are like, oh crap, it's Austin Theory, and he's a good guy, right? Whatever. I know they were pushing him as like the next John Cena for a little while. And I think he could be. I mean, he's got the physique, right?
Yeah.
He can talk, he can do all these things. I think Austin Theory, could be with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and stuff like that. He's one of those guys that I would put the future of WWE for sure. Got some women here. This bum, CM Punk.
CM Punk I put as a B. I would put him at the top of my B's. Yeah, I would put him at the top of my B's right now. I don't know what it is. Something about him. I don't like his face. Most of his matches are rather entertaining for an old man. He looks 10 years older, I think, that he is. But no, he's B. He's a solid. I never got into CM Punk when he was younger. He's just somebody I've just never been drawn to. So I gave him a solid B just based on his reputation and what he does.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad. I don't know if. All right, I'll put him in B2, but I'm going to put him behind El Grande Americano.
Okay, I approve of that.
He's a tough one because the crowd loves him.
Yeah.
He's super popular. He is good in the ring. He's a good wrestler, but personally, I just don't care too much about him. I don't know. He's a tough one. He is a tough one. He could either be a mid B or maybe a bottom A, either one. And yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about CM Punk. I think he's pretty good.
His odd first popular is it, but neither of us are big on him. So
yeah, I'm just not a huge fan. This guy.
Is that one of those LWO guys?
Is that no? It's like Joaquin Wild.
LWO or the other one?
Yeah.
Trash again.
Dang.
I don't think I even ranked any of those guys.
I'm not even putting these guys in order. I'm just throwing them in your trash.
Just put them in the trash because I don't want to rank the trash, not wasting time. I just don't enjoy. Other than some of the higher end luchadors like Rey Mysterio, we talked about Dragon Lee, but these other guys, it's just I have no. And when they come on, it's like I know it's my potty break or I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
I'm not gonna be that rough. I'm gonna put him above the Viking guy. I think he's a good wrestler. I think him and his tag team partner in LWO, I think they're solid wrestlers. So when they're on, sometimes I fast forward. Sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to do something crazy. So I watch it. My opinion. Finn Balor.
Finn Balor I have is in solid A. We'll put him right below Gunther. Again, somebody else I think who has a lot of potential as a single wrestler. They've had him tied up with the Judgment Day for a while. I know he was the first Universal Champion. They talk about that all the time. I like the Demon character. I kind of wish if they're not going to do more with him in the Judgment Day as a single wrestler, maybe they break him off. They are leaning toward he's kind of been turning against Liv. Him and Liv weren't getting along. Mm-hmm. Now he doesn't seem happy that Dom was recruiting El Grande Americano or whatever. So maybe they'll spin him off. But no, I think he's great in the ring. I think the coup de grace is one of the coolest, most unique finishers I've seen in a long time. I don't know how he does it without really hurting people. It takes, but I would, put him up there as an A.
Yeah. He would have been a top A for me. But what is going to move him down a little bit? I'm going to move him down below Dom here. Actually, I'm going to move him below Breaker too. Is when he brought out the stupid puppet.
I like the puppet. I was going to put him into an S tier.
I don't like that. That lowered him for me. I do like his demon gimmick. I think that's cool. I think WWE screwed that up when he went from unbeatable as a demon and then started losing every match as a demon. But I think he has all the talent in the world. He's getting up there.
Can you hold the puppet against them? He only does it once.
Yeah,
he did it
because I don't think it's only
Mexico City.
I don't think it's only going to be once.
You think it'll come back? So I don't think it will.
They're selling the puppet on WWE Shop.
Okay, they are selling the.
They're selling the Demonito.
Then why didn't they?
They're not selling the Iguana one, but they're selling the Demonito one.
Okay.
So
Chelsea.
That lowers him a little bit.
Okay.
Not a lot. He's still a solid A.
If the demon puppet comes back, he's jumping to an S. That's all I got to
say. Juice Waller.
Juice Waller I have as a B. Put him below, right above AJ Styles. And I think he, like Austin Theory, I like them both together. I think they're very similar in the wrestling. I think Grayson Waller's a better heel than AJ Waller. He's got a natural heel, slimy quality about him. I like this TV show, The Grayson Waller Effect. He's just really good at playing up that type of character and all. I'd like to see him take some sort of a title run. I was hoping back when Finn Balor was forming the Vision that he could have been one of the young wrestlers that joined that to get some sort of a push. So
I am going to put him in a B tier. I'll put him above here. I'll put him in a high B tier. No, I think he's great. I think he's a great wrestler. I enjoy watching him. I did like the Grayson Waller effect and stuff like that. Now that he's juicing, he looks a little more like a wrestler.
Yeah. That's why he's showing off in those black
black
onesies.
Yeah. So yeah, he's another tough one. I think he could be great.
Yeah.
if they push him the right way.
Mhm.
Right now they just have him with the New Day, so it's hard to say. But high B for me.
That works.
Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov, I never got to see enough of him. He's been injured for a long time, so throw him in the trash. It's incomplete. Trash or incomplete. How's that?
Maybe next time we need to make an incomplete category.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him in a B. I'll put him because he's been hurt. I'm gonna put him below Grayson Waller. I think Dragunov is a fan. He's super entertaining. He's crazy. He's fast. He does all the crazy stuff.
Doesn't he have a lame finisher?
I don't remember his finisher. He's been out for so long.
He's incomplete. He's trash.
Nah, I think he's a good wrestler though.
Okay.
I like watching him.
Get off my TV because he's not on my TV right now. So we'll revisit this.
Yeah, we'll do this again. We're gonna do this every once in a while. Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, I put as a solid B. I don't think he doesn't have the.
Where at? You got a lot of guys in B right now.
Above AJ Styles only because of his entrance. AJ Styles, I think, is better in the ring than Jay by a lot, but I think Jay's more entertaining. Obviously, this gimmick has pushed him well above his brother. I think Jim got the song that Jay has. We've been talking about the other brother right now.
That's fair.
But you can only see so many super kicks and spears in a match before you get bored.
Yeah, it's fair. I would have put him in a B, well, like a low B, after his ECW match that he had on Monday Night Raw. Though I'm going to move him up a little bit.
Okay,
I'm going to put him here, because he showed he can do crazy stuff. Right, he's not just the goofy yeet gimmick and yeet. Yeah. I mean, he's more than that. He's a good wrestler. And I mean, he told a good story, and the match was solid. So that moved him up a little bit for me. So I give him a B. I still think Grayson Waller's better.
Yeah, like you go back to, was it WrestleMania, the Jay versus Jimmy match that was hyped up forever? Awful.
Yeah, it was a terrible match.
Super kicked each other over and over, and it's just it's kind of dragged him down in my book. And I hope, like I said, he's got the crowd behind him. He's got the music. I could easily see him as an A if he can improve late in life as a wrestler. So we'll see.
Who's next? Logan Paul.
Logan Paul is a solid A. I think if he was around more, he's S potential. I'd put him at the top of the A's. And based on potential, because he is the number one heel right now. If he was around, he would surpass. He could be the top of line heel. I've got him ranked above Dom and Gunther, based on just when he is around, you hate him, you love to hate him.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the crowd up. He plays that role perfectly, and I think he's more athletic in the ring than those two. More spectacular, I think, is what I want to say. The other two might be better wrestlers, but he's more spectacular.
Yeah. I'm going to unfortunately agree with you.
Wow.
Put him in top. I think, again, he falls into, I mean, I don't know how many heads Mount Rushmore has for the future of WWE, but he's on it. As long as he sticks with it and doesn't move on to other things, right? I know he's got a lot of things that he does, but
I don't think he'll be around enough.
Yeah,
to
that's
qualify.
Kind of the problem, right? But
he's already making too much money outside. Where most wrestlers, they do the wrestlers in like a Roman Reigns or a John Cena or a Hulk Hogan, or they go to other things. Yeah. He already has all that.
Yeah, so I don't know, but if in the world of him sticking with it,
yes,
and
because he's made leaps and bounds as a wrestler,
and
he's with doing it part time. So
yeah, he's I think he's great. Yeah. I really do. In the wrestling world, I don't necessarily agree with all the things he does outside, but as a wrestler, he's one of the best in my opinion. Otis, I
got as a B. Where do I want to put him with the B's? You know what? I'm actually going to put Otis above Jey Uso, above Grayson Waller, above Austin Theory. You know what? I'm putting him above CM Punk. I would much rather watch Otis wrestle than any of those guys on that list.
Thanks, everybody, for showing up for this episode of
He cracks me up. I like the Caterpillar, and he knows what he is. He's not trying to do too much. He just comes out and he does Otis things.
Bottom C. at best.
I understand.
I think if they use, he's another guy that if they used right, he would probably. I don't know if he'd ever be higher than a B for me,
Probably not.
but I think where he's at now on the roster and when he comes on, he's another one of those guys like you even said earlier, like the Usos, they all kind of just do the same moves, right? He does the same thing, right? He'll come out and do a couple power moves and he does the caterpillar. It's the same thing every time. And
every
it's just
time he's
old to
around,
me.
though, I keep hoping. Every time he's in a Royal Rumble or a Battle Royal, I'm hoping that this is Otis's match. So,
Yeah, okay. El Grande Americano Deuce.
who's that?
Oh, sorry. It's Pete Dunne.
Oh, Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne I have as a C. And that's going back. I would put him above Dragon Lee. This is going back to when he was with Sheamus, and they were. I thought some of his brawls were better. Like since he went to the New Catch Republic and all that, he's been a lot worse. But going on since I started watching wrestling, if he were to team back up with Sheamus, I thought that was a good gimmick. So I'll give him a C for that.
Okay. I'm going to take him and put him here because I just don't care when he's on my TV. I just don't care. I'll put him above Akira Tozawa because Akira Tozawa is a waste of oxygen. But I just don't care when he's on my TV. It means nothing to me. Sheamus.
Sheamus, I have at the B tier. We'll put him at the bottom of the B tier.
No, you're putting him above Tozawa.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I keep looking at your side of the screen. I was going to put him below Adam Pearce. Put him above AJ, below Jay, if only for his interest. He hasn't been wrestled a lot. He hasn't been that great since
he's
he
been
came back
fighting
from
Rusev
injury. Like,
every week for the last 6 months.
I like the gimmick. I like the banger after banger after banger. I like maybe the Donnybrook will be fun and entertaining, but I've not been impressed with him since he's been back from his injury. So
that's fair. I'm gonna put him just above Adam Pearce here. Kind of the same thing. I mean, he's one of those guys that just puts out like a hard hitting match. When he was doing the stuff with Gunther or doing the stuff with Drew McIntyre and now with Rusev, it's going to be like one of those matches you're like, ugh, when they hit each other. But who cares at the end of the day? I mean, yeah. So I'll put him above Pierce just because. But yeah, that's where he's at. Other Viking Raider.
I'll put him in the trash with his teammate.
Dang.
Does
he go above or below?
I just throw him in the trash wherever he fits. You can put him next to him so they can hug each other.
All right, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, they're gonna be friends over here. Yeah. There we go. They can tag team from the trash.
Yeah.
Anything they want to say?
Just incomplete. I mean, he doesn't wrestle by himself. I'm not as big on that tag team as you are. We'll discuss that in the future. So it's just I don't know that I've ever seen him wrestle. I guess he did wrestle some by himself while his partner was injured. But yeah, I'm not sold. I just don't care.
I wouuld say I'm big on their tag team, but I do think they're more talented than the credit you give them. So I'm going to put him at above high C. The guy moves good. He does a crazy flip, and he's a big boy.
I haven't seen him do the caterpillar.
Because I could do the caterpillar, maybe in a short.
Okay, I want to see it.
So I don't think that's like a good scale of how good of a wrestler they are.
I haven't seen anything that's impressive.
He used to do flips off the ropes, and this guy's pushing. He's like 300 plus pounds. He's a big guy. So I think that's good.
He's tried to start too many war chants and have not had the crowd respond to him.
That's fair. We're going to move on. JD McDonough.
JD McDonough, when I originally did my list 2-3 weeks ago, I ranked him as a C, but I'm going to bump him up to a B right here on the spot.
Oof.
And I think I'm going to put him...
Breaking news.
Right between Sheamus and Jey Uso.
Okay.
Like the last couple matches I've seen him in, he seems to be really stepping up his game, whether he's improving, they're letting him do more or whatever, but I've been really impressed with his last few matches, tag team matches I've seen him in. So
yeah, I agree, except I've always thought he was pretty solid. So I'm going to put him up here below Grayson Waller somehow. There we go. No, he had those matches, and what really made me I don't want to say a fan of JD McDonough, but he had that match where he punctured his lung and he banged his head or whatever. He had 2 major injuries in that match, continued to wrestle the match, walked off stage, and then passed out.
Yeah.
due to pain or injury. And that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
The guy's a stud. He is. Got a giant head. Looks like a what do you call it? A Funko Pop or something. But he's a stud wrestler. He really is. I'm gonna put him there. And you know what? I'm gonna move him here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him above Grayson Waller. Only because I do think JD McDonough's a better entertainer than Grayson Waller is currently.
Yeah.
I think Grayson Waller could be, but right now that's where I got him. This guy.
No, put him in the trash with his tag team partner. They can wrestle. They can have trash black dark matches against the War Raiders.
I don't know. I'm putting there.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same, but in C tier. I do think they do a lot of the crazy flips and stuff like that. So I do think they're entertaining in that sense. But do I care when they're on my TV? If they were not on an episode of Raw one week, would I be like, oh, what happened to these guys? No, I wouldn't care. Move on to this guy.
The good Creed brother.
This is another Creed. Yeah.
Put him at the top of the C's. I think he's got more potential.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen a lot out of him. Yeah, I enjoy their tag matches. I think he's done a couple singles matches. They both have here and there. They're not pushing him as a singles wrestler, but I think he's the more talented of the two. So I think he's got potential if they ever decide to go single. So.
All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put him right next to his brother, except here. Only because, like you said, they haven't done enough with him. I think this guy could easily, next time we do this ranking, he could be a B or an A. I mean, I think he's got all the talent in the world, but right now, when he comes on, they just make him lose. He's kind of a jobber right now, so I just don't care that much. Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston, I didn't rank individually. Again, I thought about them as a tag team, but looking at where I've got other people right now, I'll put him move him up to the top of the C. He's better than those other three guys I have up there. He's been a champion. He's entertaining in the ring. He can move. He may have the worst pecs of any wrestler in the history of ever. I don't know what that is, but his gimmick from the Royal Rumble in years past and all that. He's entertaining. I'm not gonna be upset if he's on my screen.
Yeah. I'm going to put him above these guys, probably. Almost the same as you. He used to be entertaining. I like when he used to do King of the Ring stuff. Or not King of the Ring, the Royal Rumble. When he would do, every time he would do the crazy jump to like something on the out, so he didn't get out. That stuff was entertaining. When he was a world champion for all of 3 weeks before Brock Lesnar beat him in like 30 seconds was entertaining, but I like his morning gimmick that he's doing right now with Xavier Woods. Just don't care that much. I just don't care. Paul Heyman.
Another way I didn't rank. I was just looking at wrestlers, but you know what? I'm gonna add him to my S tier.
Paul
Heyman. I think he's the cream of the crop. Put him below El Grande Americano right now, just because he's one of my favorites. Huh. But he's great at what he does. I would put him, Mouse of the South, Jimmy Hart, and Bobby the Brain Heenan. Right now, the three of them on top of my heel manager, Mount Rushmore. Might have to put Big Slick up there with them, but right off the top of my head. But yeah, he's great at what he does, and he's hilarious, and he's got the crowd eating out of his hand. Even as a heel manager.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. If I'm gonna put him above Chad Gable, I think he's for all the reasons you said. Right, I grew up when they had all the managers like Bobby the Brain Heenan and those guys, and he would fit right in with that crowd. I think he would be a top tier manager back then, just like he is now. He's a good mouthpiece for the guys who maybe don't have the skills to talk on a microphone just yet, like the Braun Breaker and stuff, which I think he will. I think Braun Breaker can do it, and Bronson Reed and stuff. But yeah, Paul Heyman is definitely S tier. He's a goat. Yeah. Penta.
Penta I put as a B. Where do I want to fit him in my Bs? We'll put him below JD McDonough, head of Sheamus. Again, I don't want to say I've ever seen a bad Penta match, but I'm just still not all that interested in him. He doesn't talk. He's got the mask on. He's got his cool little walk he does, his penta walk and everything, which is the funniest thing I say is watching the other wrestlers, the heels, mimic him and do his walk is pretty funny. But he's entertaining wrestler, but I'm not sold on him just yet. So
I love Penta. I think he's great. Wow. I do. His walk-in, I don't know what he does with his hand, but it's kind of getting old. It's starting to get a little stale on me, but it's not yet. So the next time we do this, he might be lower on my list if he doesn't change his stuff. But I think he's a great wrestler. I think he's entertaining. I like his introduction, like the spinny pyro and stuff. So yeah, I like Penta. I think he's solid. I'd buy that for $1.
Who's this next guy?
That's Raymond Mysterio.
I didn't put him on my list. He's been. Oh no, I do have him. Okay, I have him in a B.
You sure you don't want to put him in S, like right here?
No. We're gonna put him
here.
Well, we're gonna put him here. Above J.D. McDonough, above Jey Uso, probably below Grayson Waller. And again, he's getting this ranking because I'm going back to the old days. I loved young Rey Mysterio Jr. getting thrown around by Kevin Nash and Scott Hall and all those days. Giant wrestlers. Yeah. I was at an event way back when I think it was up in Saginaw, where Kevin Nash powerbombed him into the side of a semi-truck. And seeing that live has been something I'll never forget. So,
yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. Like back in the day, he was probably up here, maybe in here, but I'll put him above his little buddies here. He's just not. I think Dom kind of took over the Mysterio name now. It's time to. Do you remember that angle where Seth Rollins took his eye out?
I do not know.
Yeah, you should look that up.
I'll have to check that out.
It just wasn't. I don't know. It's like Rey Mysterio. He's old. He can still move in the ring pretty good. I just don't care when he comes on anymore. He whines a lot. It's not for me.
Yep.
Rusev.
Rusev is the only guy.
He hides in a box. Don't forget.
Yeah, you know what? Put him in the box, and we're going to call it the trash box. Oh. He is the only guy I had in the trash on my original rankings.
Dang, what happened?
I have no interest. These guys I didn't rank individually.
You thought I was going to be.
Yeah. Well, these guys I didn't rank individually, but Rusev is. Ever since she showed up, like I said, he's kind of big. That's a big guy. They could do a lot with him, and they've done nothing with him. He doesn't interest me. He has the worst intro in all of wrestling. He is just terrible. He's got the worst camel clutch in all of wrestling. He's just absolutely. I don't think he calls it the camel clutch, but that's what it is.
The Rusev clutch.
I can't stand him.
Okay, well, I'm going to be a little more lenient with that. I'm going to put him in the C tier. If I can make it move. Come on, move over, dude. I'm going to put him here. I think he has the potential to be a good heel. He does have the potential. He's huge. He's a monster. He can be scary and all of these things, but they just haven't presented him that way.
Yeah.
They haven't. I know he left AEW because he wasn't getting TV time and stuff over there, but I don't know if this is any better.
They're getting TV time fighting in the backstage every week with Sheamus and
Sami Zayn. They have their 37th match coming up. Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate I have is my only D wrestler. Like
he's your D guy, huh?
Yeah, he's not quite trash. I haven't seen anything entertainment. He's funny. Like his wrestling, he's got goofy styles. He does goofy stuff. But again, he's been injured for a long time. So just D, kind of just above incomplete. But I enjoyed him when he was there.
Grande Americano Part 3.
I have not seen Pete Dunne on my TV in months.
Well, this isn't Pete Dunne. We're talking about Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bates, Pete Dunne, same character. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm going to put him up. I think he is better than... You know what? I'm going to do this. Come here. I'm going to put him between them.
Between the two LWO guys?
Yeah. I do think he's a good wrestler. He does crazy... I like some of the stuff. He puts kind of headlock and he grabs his foot and slams him in the head and stuff. So he's entertaining, but... Do I care? No, I don't care that he's on. Pretty much anybody but like C, D, trash, I just don't care about. Next up, we have
That's it,
Xavier.
isn't
No,
it?
there's
Oh,
two
okay.
left.
Okay.
Xavier Woods. I left one.
Okay.
I skipped one.
Xavier Woods, I have. Where did I have him? I don't think he's on my list because, again, I think he was just, I looked at him as a tag team, but we're going to add him to the D column below Tyler Bate. Because, again, I don't care anything about him as an individual wrestler. I watched the match last week with Penta, and I wasn't entertained by that match. So he's just not quite trash, but he's a D.
I'm going to be a little nicer than you. I'm going to put him up here next to Kofi, but a little one above Kofi. I think Xavier Woods is skilled in the ring. I think he's also juicing with Grayson Waller and AJ Styles because he's gotten 10 times the size that he used to be. And I think I liked his big hat that he had on with the little tassels hanging out.
That was funny if he keeps it up.
That made me laugh.
But again, I rank that as the tag team, not the. So.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. And then last but not least, so we start. No, I'm just kidding. Seth Rollins. I skipped him on purpose. So anyone who's saying, why do you skip Seth? I did it on purpose.
Can't spell Seth without S.
Ooh.
So put him at the very top of the S rank.
Very top.
Seth has been one
Is this you or is this your wife?
No, this is me.
Okay.
I like Seth. I like Seth frickin' Rollins. I'm disappointed that we've been to multiple wrestling events the last couple of years and he's never been at one of our live events. All I want to do is be able to sing his song with 20,000 people in person. But no, Seth Rollins is great. He's a great wrestler. He's great on the mic. He's the complete package. I don't know what he could do better, if anything. So, perfect wrestler out there right now.
I'm putting him in trash. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to put him below Logan Paul. I'll give him an A. I do think he's great. I love his outfits that he wears. I was texting the one that he had on Monday night.
Yeah.
The big flower one. I was texting it to Brooke saying I want to get this outfit and I want to wear it. I'll post it here.
It's something straight out of MC Hammer's playbook back in the day with the floral.
It was fantastic. I loved it. He's good on the mic. He's good on all these things. To me, he's just not an S tier. I don't know. My S tiers are going to be a little heavier in the Smackdown one we do, but I think, I don't know. Something about it. There's just something, and I don't know what it is, but I think he's a great wrestler. I think he's a great heel. I think all of these things, he's really good at what he does.
Seth Rollins.
There's just something with me I just can't.
Is the most Muppet of a man that's ever been a man of a Muppet. Seth Rollins is a Muppet personified. I've seen that clip of him laughing along to John Cena's music that that's on social media all the time. You've got to look it up.
Yeah, I'll look that one up.
But no, Seth Rollins is just pure wrestling.
So yeah, all right. This is our tiers. This is Jeff over here. And this is me over here. Jeff had a lot of trash. Get off my team. I had none.
Oh, I thought you'd be the harder wrestler. I thought, well, you've got more C's than I do.
Yeah, I'm a little more in the middle, kind of how I thought it was going to be, but I didn't expect you to have so much trash.
Well, again, a lot of those wrestlers are trash and complete. I look at it as a tag team and not individuals, so I just didn't have them on my rankings. And to save myself some brain energy, just throw them in the trash.
But yeah, that's it. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Let us know who you agree with more, me or Jeff over here.
Feel free to add your rankings in the comments as well. Let us know what you think of our rankings, your rankings, our rankings, or whatever.
If you agree with Jeff, you're wrong. And next time we'll do the women of Raw. Until then.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.